Hi, languages.
And I'm Fickie Petrie, and welcome to Abstract Essay.
Welcome again, people.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, another episode of Abstract Essay. And we are so happy that Mr. Fickie.
We have reached number 2 in top 10 Abstract Essay thanks to FeedSpot. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We are number 2, people. Before we are number 4, and then number 3, and then number 1 next week.
Oh,
number number 1 next week. Cross my fingers. We hope we're number 1 next week, Abstract Essay. Because we're working so hard for this podcast, even we are tired.
yeah,
right,
especially
right,
one of us.
yes. Right now, I feel so sleepy, people, but we are dedicated to do this every Sunday. Because as we said, if you have the passion of what you are doing, even you're tired or you want to procrastinate, no, I need to do this
Mhm.
because I love this. Just like Mr. Vicky, he always is procrastinating about his painting. But because
Yeah,
of our podcast, oh, I need to do this. I need to do that.
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Mr. Vicky?
Every week.
Yes,
On the last
every
day.
week. Every week, people. But we are so grateful that Feedspot, you recognize our hard work for sure. Because we're doing this for 4 years now, and our fifth season is coming. And Mr. Fiki and I thinking something, brewing something to make our podcast excellent,
Brilliant and inspired.
boring. You say Mr. Fiki is boring.
It
take
slipped.
take two to make our podcast excellent.
Brilliant and inspired.
Yes, we want to inspire you people because, well, Mr. Fiki and I already inspired doing this. Our arts is already inspired by us.
Hmm.
We're aiming at an artist to be what Leonardo da Vinci or whatever. There, uh, they they saying that life is too short, and those shortness of our life make meaningful to it, make what do you call this, significant, like what Leonardo da Vinci become what famous until now. It was 16 or 17 generation until now is still echoing the name. So who knows, Mr. Fiki will be, renowned artist of the century. Fiki Petrie. Oh,
Wow.
let's
On the
give a big
billboard.
Let's give a big hand or a drum roll for Mr. Vicky. Yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, and speaking of Mr. Vicky art, please plug in your book, Mr. Vicky.
I'm plugging in my book into this one. This is my Art of Futsku, my first art book ever. My last 5 years of digital art combined into one small package. And if you like my art you see today, then maybe you can support me by purchasing a copy. I'd really appreciate it.
Yes. Please support Mr. Vicky because if you support him, more volumes to come. 100 volumes, right, Mr. Vicky?
1 million even.
Oh, see, 1 million. Until he tired doing it. But we are not tired doing this, people, because as we said, this is our passion. So, Mr. Vicky, let's give a drum roll of your masterpiece today.
Here we are. This is my art piece for today. This is titled The Librarian.
Oh, the librarian. I love going to the library.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what inspired you to make this librarian, Mr. Vicky?
I really want to incorporate some kind of cool prop for the character to hold and have it be inspiring the light. So I started with lantern, and then I don't know. I just thought a librarian would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of library people, if you cannot buy my books, Earth Fever is available in Fraser Valley Library. Is it Fraser Valley? Yes. You can borrow them if you don't have the means to buy it. It's ready to rent or borrowed. Not rent, borrowed.
Oh.
In Fraser Valley Library. And of course, my poetry book. I think there are three books that available. My poetry books, um, Earth Fever, and Life is Too Short. Okay, people. I think last month you, is available here in Maple Ridge. I don't know where now, but please do support my books, people. So, Mr. Fiki, what is the first step when you take when starting this painting of yours?
Well, I wanted to incorporate bookshelves in a way, but not make it like the main focus. So I drew the bookshelves first and did all the books and everything. That I knew that would be the biggest issue. I did it sort of simplified, just like squares and everything. But I did the background first for once, so my character was the last thing I focused on.
Yes, let's give a big, big hand to librarian. Librarian! Yes, I love library. If you're gonna ask me which one I'm gonna choose, library or let's say what can you think, Mr. Fiti? Library or restaurant? I'm gonna choose library. Restaurant or library or leisure. What do you call that? Leisure something.
Leisure
I can
center.
leisure center. I'm gonna choose library or shopping. I'm gonna use library.
Wow, wow.
What do you? How about you, Mr. Vicky? If I'm gonna ask you, which one do you like? Going to the library or playing games?
Depends on the type of books they have. When I was a kid, I used to love the graphic novels, so the ones with the pictures, like the bone comics. They used like the books they have with all
Yeah,
the white creature characters. I
that's
used
why
to
most.
love that.
Yeah, that's why most of your paintings are from manga, right? From the anime.
It was all because I started reading those kind of books early on. Yeah.
Yes, that's inspired you. So, what types of color that you use for this? The librarian.
The very first thing I did was focus on my yellow lighting because that was my main source of light in this scenario. So after I did that, I focused on everything else, but the main focus was getting the yellow in the right spots.
The right spot. Yes, that's true. So, what techniques do you use to create strong composition for the librarian?
I used like leading lines to have the sort of like frame the character, so the bookshelves go here and you look into the character in a way. And yeah,
Mm,
just the simple composition kind of trick you can do.
okay. So, how do you decide the color of the librarian?
I want to do like I love the having white colors with red. I think they fit very well, and she has sort of lightish bluish hair, and I just, for me it's just very pleasing to the eye. That kind of
Smooth.
combination.
Yes, smooth and light, I think. Right?
Mm. Mm.
So, what methods do you use to create textures in the librarian?
Well, the main texture I use for is the smoke here. I use one of those special texture brushes that can give me the sort of wispiness of smoke and fog that you would see in like a really old library, maybe.
Mm, yes,
Just knowing your tools.
yes. So, what role does perspective play in the librarian, and how do you incorporate it?
Well, I wanted to make sure you feel as it's like a long aisle of bookshelves. So I had it so it fades off in the background here, so you can imagine how long the bookshelves go on for.
Yes. I wish my background is all books. All books.
Yeah,
It's nice. It's nice to have that one, right? Your background is. It so happened that Riverside. I don't know why they have choices of backgrounds. You create your own backgrounds.
oh, yeah.
Right? It's better if they can incorporate to the system that you can choose any kind of backgrounds that you having in the studio, don't you think?
Yeah,
Riverside, come on. I think Zoom they have, right? Zoom.
yeah.
They
They
you
have the where it cuts out your face and everything. Yeah,
they
you
can
can
you
get
can
a green screen. Or you know what,
green
just
screen.
just buy a bookshelf and put it right behind you.
Yeah, I love book backgrounds. Yeah, put the books at the back.
Yeah.
Speaking of books, people, I'm inviting you to please do listen or watch us tomorrow with my award-winning author, my feature author of the month of October, Miss Jennifer Brosek. We're live 5 p.m. PST. I hope you will watch us or listen to us because this is our my last episode with her. And tune in for my feature author of the month of November. He's award-winning author too. So okay, people, and I'm very, very grateful for all my guests on Book 101 Review because they are award-winning and best-selling author. Thank you so much. So, how do you layer paints to create depth and dimensions in the librarian?
Well, I did like 3 layers of coloring. I did the base layer, all the colors, the red, white, blue, and everything. I did the lighting, and then I did a darker shadow for everything, just so you could feel that it's darker when something is covering her arm or something is the book is covering her body. So just dimensions and the colors you use.
Yes. So, how do you balance the details, Mr. Wiki, between the foreground and background of the librarian?
I cover it up with smoke.
Smoke. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because I didn't have the time to do fully bookshelves, like books in each shelf. So I did like the silhouettes because I figured if there's no lighting, it wouldn't be seeable anyways. And that's not
Mm.
what's important. So
Is it hard to do the book's background? Just like the buildings, it's hard to do, right? Or
it's just tedious also, but I mean I could have, but
you can do it, right? But
it's just you do like triangle or rectangles and just color each of them differently. But
oh, okay.
yeah, that's what I did, but I just did them all same colors because didn't have much time.
I need to finish this. I need to finish because of a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you prevent colors from becoming muddy when blending? Uh,
I always leave a sharp edge so everything looks sort of crisp and sharp, I guess. With
yes.
that, you also it just looks better, I guess. If you do it that way.
Yeah,
as
better,
opposed to having all soft edges around everything. It creates
better,
more form.
better, brighter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Freaky, let's do shout out our, countries listening to us. According to our list, or according to our countries listening to us, abstracts as I had. How many countries? Wait. 76 countries people listening to us. So thank you so
Mm.
much for those 76 countries. So Mr. Vicky, choose which country. We don't have Malaysia, right?
No, maybe
Which
we're blocked over there.
countries do you want to shout
Oh,
out? Let's do
R-
3 countries.
Romania. I'll put that one first.
Romania, yes, beautiful people.
Oh, big shout out to everyone in Bucharesti. Thank you for watching our podcast.
Yes, thank you so much, Bucharesti. And next,
Qatar.
Qatar, one of the,
Oh,
well,
thank you everyone in Baladiat Dawah.
Tawah. Yes, Shukran
Dawah.
Jazilan. Shukran Jazilan, Qatar. One of the richest country in the world and 5-star airline in the world, Qatar Airways.
Oh, you see all those videos like trying the first class. It looks
Yes,
crazy. Yeah,
my
yeah.
goodness. I hope you're gonna sponsor our podcast, Qatar Airways. 5-star,
Well,
5-star. Who knows, right? Stop
yeah.
dreaming. I just saying that I saw it one of the clip that Elon Musk having take a picture, having this I don't know what he's doing inside the plane. I don't know if it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
In Qatar Airways. Oh my goodness. So what next, Mr. Figgy?
Final
Qatar after
one.
Qatar.
Let's
Wait.
let's go Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Where is that? Okay, Czech Republic.
Oh,
We don't have enough.
maybe not.
Good enough. Okay, next.
Norway. Go up.
Norway. Yeah, I love Norway. Where is that Norway? On the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
But thank you to everyone in Oslo County, Drendalag, Nordland, and Hordaland. Thank you for watching on your
Yeah.
both speakers.
Thank I don't know whether it's a Bose speakers. Are you fooling us, Spotify? So web browser we got 36% audience share. Apple Podcast is 28. Bose again.
I still don't know why
12%.
that's more than Spotify. That's funny to me.
Podcast Addict is 12. Spotify is 6. Well, I don't know how to pronounce this. SNIPD. Pocket
Snip.
Cast, yes.
Mm.
Snip. And then others 2%. Wow, thank you so much. I don't know if really Boss is one of the sponsor of our podcast. I hope you're gonna sponsor us, Boss. Speaker, come on. So, Mr. Fiki, let's continue talking about the librarian.
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle mistakes or areas you're not satisfied when you're doing the painting librarian?
I do because I didn't like how her arm was looking. Like the one
Yes.
that's covered by the sort of fabric here. It wasn't looking right, so I thought if I'm gonna do smoke, it makes more sense for it to be like really cold, so she has a reason to put on the blanket around him. So I don't want to draw the arm anyways. So you find creative ways to work around your mistakes.
Yes. Delete, 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 delete.
Yeah, delete. Yeah.
Erase, erase, erase. So, how do you decide on the size and scale of the painting of yours? The librarian.
The librarian. Well, I wanted to make sure everything looks appropriate for the scale, having the book be a sort of size of her face ish seems makes sense to me, and the lantern's gonna be a bit bigger because it's got a lot more metal and it's like gotta hold a light bulb in there or something. So it's gonna be bigger. So just keeping that in mind in proportion.
Yes. So how do you decide that this painting is finished or not?
I was just happy with it. When I'm happy with it, I'm like, I can leave it here and be satisfied. That's the most important thing, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. I leave it that way. I'm satisfied already. So okay, this is good for the podcast. Ah, awesome, awesome, baby, Mr. Fiki, baby boy. We call Mr. Fiki baby boy in our work. So sorry for that. What materials do you use to clean and maintain this painting of yours?
I use a lot of the smudge tool to get those faded edges that I really like. If I don't have that, it wouldn't look as smooth as it was. So I
Yeah.
just smudge tool and remember brush,
Yes.
careful brush strokes.
So if you're gonna do this as a merchandise, what do you think? Where
Mm-hmm.
we can put in a mag? It's good for in a mag, right? Or
Or Time magazine.
Time magazine. Oh wow, amazing! Let's give a big
Glasses.
big hand for Mr. Fiki Time magazine of all time, the Librarian. Here in abstract essay people, we are always dream big, as they said, and stop procrastinating. If you have the talents, go, go, go. Just what we are doing right now, Mr. Fiki and I, showing our talents and um, do it consistently.
Mm.
Okay, because they said that if you have the talent but you don't do it consistently, it will fade. Okay, and um, focus to your goal. And as we said, always think for your success. Always, even I said, okay, you are in the lowest point that there's nothing happening, why, what happened? I'm doing my best
Mm-hmm.
like that. But well, people, they said that all those people become successful, they do it, let's say many times, like Thomas Alva Edison. He invented incandescent lamp, many times failure, like I don't know, it's like 100 times failure, but he still do it and do it and do it until he get the incandescent lamp. Just like your what do you call it, your passion, or what,
Mm-hmm.
your talents. Do it and do it and do it, and until you become successful or become like the librarian, finest masterpiece of Mr. Fiki.
Wow.
Because it will be aired on it will be featured on Time magazine. Ah. Let's
Coming
give a big
soon.
big hand. And one more advice, don't mind of other people say about you, because every people on earth have their opinion. So don't mind them. Just focus to yourself that you will be successful, that you are doing this because you're happy with it. It's your passion. It's something that give you happiness. So do it and share to the world. That's what we are saying every episode. So, Mr. Vicky, what is your approach to preserving or varnishing this complete painting of yours? Varnishing is the one you use for like to furnish it, right?
Yeah, it's for getting the most richest colors out of the painting and everything. For me, I don't have to do that. I just do filters and adjusting the color balance and everything like that because it's digital. I don't have to do any permanent stuff, thankfully.
Mm, yes, 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 yes. And if you will revise this librarian after 4 years, which part of this painting of yours you want to modify?
I'll draw the books.
Oh yes, the books itself, the book.
Yeah, the books.
The
I'll
books and the
put
books
I'll
the
put
background.
my art book there in the shelf.
Yes, the art of Fickie. And
All
tune in.
100 volumes.
Yes, I thought 1 million
One
volume.
million.
Oh, 1 million volumes. Please do grab a copy of my abstract essay, 1 to 300 volumes, people, available where books are sold. And speaking of our merchandise this coming November, Mr. Fiki, can you share a glimpse of what we're gonna bring to them, to our abstract essay merchandise, soon to be available on Etsy and Shopify, or either Etsy or Shopify? We're gonna choose which one because they are expensive, Mr. Fiki.
Mm.
Expensive to have those online market.
This is one of our possible design formats we're gonna use.
Yes,
The art there, the title on the side, and abstract essay or something on the top left of your chest.
yes. We talked about this painting of yours 3 weeks ago, right? What's the title of then? What's the title of
This
this
is a metaphor.
metaphor? Yeah, what title of this painting? People, please do listen to our previous episodes because we always scrutinize Mr. Freaky paintings. We are live always on YouTube every week, Facebook, Twitch, and what else? Oh yeah,
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yes, thank you, LinkedIn. So please do watch us or listen to us. That will be our food, no, food one. Abstract essay merchandise sooner or later, people. We are just brewing in, so that it will make better than my food 101. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Fancy,
yes,
fancy clothes.
yes. If from the painting, from the outlook, from comparing from my food 101, it's really more fancy than my
Mm-hmm.
food 101. Sorry, Chef Alessandro, but
Unlucky.
sorry for that. We are our food 101 is trial and error. So we are making our abstract essay better than that. It's a pattern that our errors cannot be commit on our abstract essay. So, Mr. Fiki,
With that said, there's more to come, people. We'll see you next week. Thank you for coming in and staying tuned in every week. We hope to see you again.
yes, people, tune in next week. We are always live every Sunday. Bye for
Yeah.
now.
Bye. See you next week.